Hi besties, if you want to know how I got this eye look using this palette by the Gourmand Girls Trapped, join me and we're going to get started. Hi everyone and welcome to Positively Kimmie. I am Kimmie. If you're new here, welcome. This is a safe space. And if you're one of my returning subscribers and my besties, hi guys, how are you? I hope you're all having a wonderful day. First I'm going to show you my new nails. My Timu nails. Aren't they cute? Perfect for the holidays. You know, I know they're a little on the long side, but I still think they're adorable. So these two match, and this is my candy cane nail right there. But today I wanted to use the Trap palette that we got in our Ice Cream Beauty bags by the Gourmand Girls. I think it is so pretty, and I just can't wait to use it. So I'm just going to... This is not really going to be a tutorial, even though I'll tell you what I'm using, so it might be. But this is me just doing my makeup. I'm going to make you a lot closer so you can see what I'm doing, and you can see my crow's feet and my wrinkles. Isn't that awesome? And right there. But this is what the palette looks like, in case you forgot. It's really, really pretty. The shimmers are gorgeous. The white tops are covering the glitters. This one, like right here, are covering the glitters. But I know what shadows I'm going to do. I'm going to do the purples and the pinks. So that's why I have the white thing off that purple, pinkish shimmer one. Because that just looks so pretty. And some of these got... So I'm going to be using the pink colors and the purple colors as well. So I'm going to start off with this light purple. I'm going to go into this deep pink, probably use a little bit of this, and definitely this. So that's what we're going to be doing today. If that sounds good to you, please consider joining me, and let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is use my Sigma tapered blending brush, my E40 Max. That's what she looks like. She's dirty, so please excuse that. And I'm going to start in by going into the lightest purple shade that we have. And there's a mirror in here, which is awesome. And I'm going to tap off the excess and just put it lightly where I want it. That did not come out. Let's do that. It barely showed. Okay, this is a really light purple. Really pretty. But we're going to have to build it up, which is good because these shades are buildable. And I've never worked with the mattes before, so I'm not sure how they're going to work. But as of right now, I'm using a lot of pigment on my brush. And it could be that I'm using the wrong brush. I might be needing something a little bit more dense, but we're going to keep it like this for now. And just go over here. And we're going up to your brow bone, or in that direction. You could use circular motions, you can use windshield wiper motions, whatever gets the job done for you. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to tap that and build that up a lot. So far I'm needing a lot of pigment on my brush to get the color payoff that I want. So I'm not sure I like that. I like mattes that are very pigmented. These ones are more buildable, which is good if you're a beginner. For a new, or someone who is not comfortable wearing makeup. You want something that may not be as pigmented and something that you can build and just play around with. But this is more like a purplish gray color, which is really pretty. And we're just going to blend that. And we're not going to over blend it because it's very light. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a very light purple. So now I'm going to go into the deeper purple, and I'm going to use my Sigma diffused crease brush, because I'm going to be doing kind of like the crease. And it's my E38 brush. This is what it looks like. And for that, I'm going to go into this deeper purple right here. And we're going to go into the crease. And we're going to do an angle. Oh, see, now that one's pretty. That is a much deeper color. And really, really pretty. So we're going to go up on an angle. See, I said I didn't know if it was going to be a tutorial, but it ended up being one. So, you know, whatever. And we're going to go into the crease about 2/3 of the way in and just bring that out and up. I'm going to add a little bit more down there and out and up and connect it on your brow bone, or that's where my brow bone is anyway. See that? We're going to do the same thing on the other eye. There's no fallout in this palette whatsoever so far. I will be using glitter glue when I do the glitter. You know, I don't know how that will do on the eyes. And we're going to go about 2/3 of the way in. This is really nice. It's not patchy at all. And it's really, really pretty. Like I said, I think the top color, the light purple, was just a little too light for what I was looking for. So that's what we have so far. We're going to connect this right there. And you see how we're going upwards and elongating our eyes. And now we're going to be using a little bit of pink. And I'm going to go with, let's see, which one is this? This is my Blending Bestie by MOTD brush. And I'm going to put a little bit of pink right in that corner. And I'm using the dark pink right there. And then for the rest of the look, I'm going to put the shimmer on my eyes. So this one I want to go in lightly with. And I'm going to go in, put my eyes down, and just go right in here and put that up. This would look so pretty with false lashes on, but I'm doing mascara today. Isn't that pretty? It's just a pretty shade of pink. You know, just because you're wearing purple doesn't mean it has to be matchy-matchy. And we're leaving the middle open. It's more like a halo eye that we're doing. Look at that. That's really pretty. And I'm just going to blend that out. Make little circles. And blend that out. And make little circles. Look at that. And now we're putting the glitter glue where we don't have any pigment right now whatsoever. So we're going to do that there. You could do the glitter glue on the whole eye, whatever you wanted to do. But this is just one way you can use this palette. There are so many looks you can do with this palette. And we're going to just use our fingers to make sure it's smooth and in the spot that you want it. And we're going to blend that in to both sides. So if it goes onto one side or the other a little bit, that's perfectly fine. Right there. And I'm going to use a brush before I decide whether or not if I want to use my finger or not. And for that, I'm going to use my Shades by Shaw of San Francisco brush. Let me see if that's dirty or not. It doesn't look it. That's what she looks like. It's a packing brush. Well, it's not really a packing brush, but that's what I'm using it as. Oh, look at that color. I think this would look so much better with my finger. So we're going to use the finger instead. This is the shade, and this is a duochrome, which is really pretty. So you have the pinks and the purples, which is why I wanted to do a pink and purple look on my eye. And we're going to blend it in to both sides. Look at that. Look how stunning that shimmer is. I'm going to do the same on the other eye. Look at that. That's just absolutely insane. And we're going to blend that in. Right there. There is a little bit of fallout with the glitter, but that doesn't bother me at all. Now, to tie this all in together, I usually don't do my under eyes, you guys know that, but I'm going to use a small tapered brush, and I'm going to go into the deep pink, and I'm going to go here to about there, and then I'm going to do the purple on the other side, the deep purple, so it blends it all in, and it's a more cohesive look. It doesn't look like we just were playing in our mom's makeup. Why is this not? And we're just connecting that. And we're just doing that. It's really pretty. Wow. There we go. Now it's showing up the way I want. And we're going to do that. There we go. Okay, and now I'm going to add my mascara and eyeliner, and I, without lipstick on my teeth. We'll be right back. Next time, tell me I have lipstick on my teeth. Say, Kim, knock, 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 you have lipstick on your teeth. I'll be right back. So this is the final look I came up with. I hope you followed along, or were able to follow along, or got some inspiration from it. I hope you like the look. And if you don't mind, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing with someone you think might like my content. I would appreciate all of that. And in the meantime, be happy, be healthy, be blessed, but most of all, be positively you, because there's no one else quite like you, and that makes me so incredibly happy. You guys rock. Love you.